Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Microtopia. Let's see. Last time we got blue energy going regularly, including, since we were able to boost the green energy production or transfer, I guess, with the catapults. And now we have, I'm not sure what's next, actually. So let's go ahead and figure it out. Graspian's here, welcome in over there on YouTube, where the ants follow their tails. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Oh, wait, not good night yet. So what I think I'd like to do is change out, reduce the amount of ants we have bringing in energy, specifically the yellow energy, because I think we have far too much going on right now, and it's actually a waste. So let's turn these three off, which are the three that are handling. Maybe there we go. Three that are bringing in the yellow energy, and bring them or let them out of the loop here. So that we don't have as much energy coming in, because I don't think we need as much as we have at the moment. So we'll fix that. And then I think the next thing to do is to we're already condensing the green into the blue. This is still chucking energy in. This they're maintaining a bit here. We have a lot there, not a lot there. I think we can probably do this, and we can probably get rid of this one, but I'm not going to do it yet. It's still in the loop, which is still fine, just in case, but I think I'm going to do that and see what happens. I should take note of this number and try to remember it, though, just so we can see if we're gaining or losing, but also about 260, but also it'll depend partially on how much we can put in here. So that'll be kind of the tail. 260 and 350. Yeah, 350 would be the other number to write down. And we do have 8 of them here, which might be too many. So we might want to pull a couple of these out. But we'll figure that part out later as well, as we figure out if that number can maintain. You know my memory. My capacity for memory. I do want to shift these guys around a little bit, I think, and finish cleaning this stuff up. I do really want to clean up the queen a bit, although removing some of the delivery guys there might help. And then I think the other thing we need to do is take a look at the tech tree, which is massive. We have the speed gate that I'm not sure how to use at this point, but we do have that to unlock. We were working on in tier 2 inventor ants, I think, which we need 500 energy for, so we'll get toward that in a bit. Thumper I'm skipping, because I don't feel like I need it. I definitely don't need it until I reactivate Gein's production. And then the ant launcher, I don't feel like I need that either. So I think, yeah, I think our focus now is on the inventor ant, and that's going to be another 300 points or so to get over. So maybe we need to step up the science production again, or more, or something. So maybe we put 2 on that loop. I already have 2 in that loop. How do I already have 2 on that loop when I only had... That's weird. Okay. I had 2 on that loop. I don't know how I had 2 on that loop, but I had 2 on that loop. You see how these guys are doing with leaving? Are they leaving with, or coming back with nothing? I don't know which one. Oh crap! Get back on that line. Which place you came from? I wasn't paying attention to which direction you flew in. Looks like you flew in from jungle with nothing in your hands. You're flying out with nothing in your hands. You're taking a larva to the desert. No, that's to the jungle. You're taking a larva to the desert, though. Interesting. Okay, so we're kind of cutting even. I think you've cut up to me and your playthrough. I thought you were ahead of me. And hey, Raven, welcome in. Waiting for enough Gein points for Scientist Mark II. Is that what I'm looking at right now? Yeah. Oh, you don't have the gain points for it? Yeah, that's going to take 10, which is more than half of what I have left, but I'm going to encourage these guys to get lost here. But we'll see. Oh, in your most recent playthrough. Aha! How do you know how this thing works, though? So you're flying back with nothing. So we are taking larva out. So I think we're okay on flyers. I think that's okay. And Uther, welcome in. And so I think... I mean, we should probably take a look at this to see whether we're going up or down on the energy. I think we're going down a little bit, which is fine. I'm actually okay with that. Welcome in, Raven, on the Twitch, too. And claiming first. And also a nerd shirt alert. Today's nerd shirt is the House Stark logo. Winter is coming. So, what else can we... Alright, we can go take a look actually over here. See how things are going. Make sure that we're not having death and dismemberment over here. That looks pretty good. Supporting everybody except for the flight out. It's pretty good. Doing pretty good. And we do need to build this yet. It might be worthwhile to build here. We need to figure it out. Wisdom of Picard, that's been a while. Make it so. Calzamar, welcome in as well. 120. Page 120. Well, it's a very intriguing drama, but I really don't have the time it would take to learn a part. And anyway, I'm not much of an actor. A Fistful of Datas, Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 6, Episode 8, of The Wisdom of Picard. Not much of an actor, he says. Let's see, this can go that way, somehow. It's around. So, I think for this... Yikes. How the heck do I plan this path better than the way that I had it? Possibly just one ant would be best. A dad joke. Last redeem. Okay, no worries. I appreciate the redeems. Interactivity is good. Justice is a dish best served cold. If it were served warm, it would be just water. Is it better to catch the stream on Twitch or YouTube? It's either or. That's why I stream to both. You will drink later? Yeah. So it's better, whichever is better for you. Uther, redeems are only a Twitch thing. So if you want to participate in the redeems, you'd have to be over there. But otherwise, there's basically no difference. I try to pay attention to both chats. I succeed slightly better at Twitch than I do at YouTube, but it's only slight. So you're not missing a whole lot there either. Sometimes watch on both. I appreciate that. Extra views. Alright, so if... Well, what we could do is we could have a dispenser here. Oops. That I pressed the wrong buttons again. Playing the wrong games here. Dispenser there, dispensing whatever the first item is for this. At this point, doesn't matter. And then they drop it in there. And then they continue on this way. And jump on Twitch at the end, help boost the raid numbers. I appreciate that too. Then you can go here. And we do another one of these. Here. For the other item, the second item. And then we do another one of these here. For the third item. And then they march around. And they go to here, and they pick it up. And then they can march around again. But we need to go over to the storage, I guess. So something like that. And then this, and then that. And then we do a stockpile here. You're sleeping by then? Let's see. And then this goes... Yeah, we do the carry gate. Of course. And then we go back this way to there. You'll come this... Nope. Remove that. You'll come this way if you are carrying. We do need to have you drop whatever you're carrying off, though, possibly. Because that could become a problem otherwise. So I have to figure that part out, and then old gate, and then out to the old thingy. And then inbound comes in here. But what to do if for some reason they got past all this and they're still carrying something? I guess the least insane thing to do would be to put in a trash can here. I don't like the idea of the trash cans. I don't like the idea of the trash can. I don't like the idea of wasting something. But I also don't know how better to handle that. You get a redeem, and you get a redeem, and you get a redeem. You all get a redeem. Yes. I don't know how better to handle that. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. Let's pull this out. 1, 2, at least 4 more. Actually, how are you doing with your... You're not doing. That's a problem. Come over here. And go like that. Over here. Like that. Proceed. This can be consolidated a bit. That can go over there. And that'll do nicely for a little while. Actually, I could snuggle that up there. Maybe be a little bit better. I think we must be. I end at roughly 11:30. If that's the same time zone you're in, then yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. A carry gate and a stockpile check so that it drops off one item, and then it carries the second item into the stockpile and drops it off, and continues to the next one. Oh, so like if this stockpile's full, then you tell it to leave? But what if, for some reason, it manages to pick up one of these things? Wait a minute. It needs... I need to do a loop here. Because if it picks this up and can't drop it off, or if it comes past here and can't pick this up, then it needs to loop here. I think that might be what you're saying, Graspian. If it can't pick this item up, then it doesn't leave here. Will it? Well, it should be able to drop it off. So we need to do if... that needs to probably get moved. Drops one item in the machine. The second it will carry past because there is one in the machine. I'm more concerned about the opposite. But yeah, that's a good point too. Carrying walk around the pickup point? So I think what I need is, if not carrying a material here, then I want you to loop back around. Because I want you to make sure you have whatever this item is in your pocket before you, and I'll have to do an old gate here too. Before you proceed beyond this point and drop off into there. I think is what I want to do. And then I want to do another check here to make sure they're not carrying something. I think. It's going to be convoluted. Convoluted. So if you're carrying here, then I want you to go back this way as well. And that would need to be duplicated for this area here. So if they're coming along here and they pick this item up, then they can put it in there. If they're not carrying, if they didn't pick something up, then they need to loop back around again so they can drop it into there. If they are, they're carrying something here, then I want them to take it this way and drop it off into a stockpile. No, I don't want them to take and drop it. I want them to loop back around. No, if they're carrying something, they need to drop it into a stockpile. Because if they, if they make it this far, no, this doesn't work right. Doesn't work right. They do need to drop into a stockpile, but they need to go this way. Well, so here's why I think they might be carrying something. If they aren't able to drop the item in here, because let's say, and I'll get there when I get there, but let's say they old out over here someplace. Because they were stuck in one of these loops and they old out. And another one comes in. Then that one's going to get to this point and it's going to be like, oh, you already have this item. I can't do anything with it. I'm going to continue along. But if they continue along, then they're going to be here and it's going to be the same problem all over again. So I think what I need to do is this and have them drop the item into here. That might not be the best place for that, like this. I think. Now, the problem is that's going to be too close. What with the carrying check for moving on? Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm concerned with. That's kind of what I'm doing here. So if they're carrying something, they need to drop it before they move on. Except that I don't like how big this loop is, so I'm going to change it. Like that. The other option simply is this. I don't actually need that check. I just need to have them drop it. If they're carrying something still, they drop it. Yeah, that's actually easier. Because if they're not carrying, they loop. If they are carrying, still, they drop. And that makes this a lot easier, actually. This needs to get moved down by one. This goes over here. Have that be a little bit longer. So that I can take the carry gate, which was a not carry gate. And loop them back around. dispensers, one for the case. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of too. Is that now I need a second dispenser for this one, and that makes this even bigger and uglier and oofier. But I can do that. Simplify that a little bit too. Simplify this a little bit too. Let's sigh. So if I were to do that, how much more room would I need here? Just one? Two. Means this, which means you don't fit. Let's sigh. I could go up there. This. Is okay design stream instead of ant game? Yes. Welcome in, Gareth. This game is a challenge in that way. But that's connected, so that's actually fine. Pull that back, put that over there. Is that too close? No, that should be fine also. You gotta come over here by one more. That goes there. Another one of these goes here. And carry gate there. And another stockpile goes in here. Actually, that's probably better. Okay. And then that, and then this, and then they pick up from here. Do I need to make sure it's carrying there? Probably. And then if you're not carrying, loop-de-loop. Until you are. If carrying. Okay, that's ugly. Back to what I was moving here. Okay. So your source is this one. They always pick up from the near stuff first. Or the waste stuff first. We need to have a stockpile gate. Check your layout for LEDs on Discord. I will look at it once I have this one going. Less than 30 for that. This goes in like, they're out like that. And then we need a counter gate. Sound just went cranked. There we go. Okay, so you're going in there, picking up kind of the same thing. Oh, I see. Okay, you just use a triangle to, after you're sure they're carrying, to drop it off. But what happens if they have the same thing in their hands that's already in the machine? Because of holding out, as I was talking about earlier. Like if I take an elder gate here, here and here, because they could get stuck in these loops for a little while. What keeps them from holding out? Go from here and to this one instead. What keeps them from coming in here, picking up the same item that's already in the machine? You'll pass by as there's already one in the machine. Oh, I see. That's if they are carrying, and then they drop it in the stockpile. Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, you're right. Then it's basically the same as what I'm doing, just a slightly different configuration. So what I'm doing is I'm forcing them to stay in a loop until they finish, until they have something to put in. And what you're doing is just letting them go around and around and around until they age out. Okay. I think both are probably okay. We need to finish linking these up. So this needs to be diode. I'm going to go ahead and configure it to diode. Both should work, yep. This is diodes here, so we set that to that. And then the next one, just kind of doing light bulbs. So we'll do that here as light bulb. Yeah, no, I agree. I was just making sure that I made sense, or made sense to me, kind of thing. Those light bulbs? They're light bulbs. Okay, good. And then the final item here is resin. That's this item. And this one links to there. Did I configure the LEDs on this one? I did not. All right. Let's see how this goes. That's the good thing about a good factory game, is that you are able to work something out in a different way, or multiple different ways. Pain is bread in French. Yes. And then you'll get here. And, okay, you wait, so I don't need to do this at all. That's good. So you can just do that and this, and you're fine. If it's making the thing, they'll wait. That's good. It's a horrible machine, yes. But the thing is that with games like this, is if you can come up with multiple different ways to do the same thing. That's what's nice about it. All right, our first LED on the desert island. Excellent. Mine's more compact. Well, you were doing the triangle thing, and I just did mine linearly. So I think it works out. It works out the same. How's it going down here? You all still alive? It appears to be. It appears to be the case. Are they ever going into here, or are they only going into here? They're only going into there, which means we probably need a couple more. Actually, we're short a couple. Wait, what? Enter if from cast. Oopsie, how did that happen? That's about all we got is green light bulb guys, so there we go. Alright. You linked to... Oh yeah, energy, right, of course. Okay, old guy, well... Do I have an escape for you already? I don't think I have an escape that early for you. Get off. Guess I should have an escape here for that. I wasn't expecting to need it, but okay. Let's do one there. Let's do one there. Maybe like this. Do these grow any more flowers yet? No, they only got one fruit. That's loopy. Okay. Looking for that third big plant. Must have come in down here. Oh, there's right there. Derp. And yeah, they seem to lose their fruits and then have to regrow them, I think. Oh, they definitely do, but I'm surprised that they haven't come back yet. All right, so we're making LEDs. Slowly, we're making LEDs. But all we need is slow. We are definitely not using this scrap, much as we should be. Should I start looking at exporting it, maybe? You do energy. You're doing light bulbs. Number of fruit the big ones grow? Yeah, that's unfortunate, though. If when you destroy them, if they only them produce one, in that case, I should have kept them where they were and should have built the fruit collection around them. Rather than moving them. So that's something to keep an eye out for. And if you experience the same thing, let me know. Because we can share the news. Try again to see if... Oh, I see what you're saying. Try again to see if we can move it again. See if the number changes. Yeah, we could move this one. Because it's not where I want it to be anyway. It's not long term. See where it pops up. I don't know how quickly do they pop up. Yeah, not immediate. We'll have to come back and check that sometime after we forget. Up here, what's going on? Oh, you don't have any energy. Because this has been drained. Where is that one at in the circle of life here? Third. Ahead of that and that. We're all complaining about not having a destination now. Because we're not using enough green energy, of all things. We are most definitely... using it here. I wonder if I should change these over to green. Maybe. We're coming down a little bit in staging, but not by much. So we're okay with a green and a blue. We do need to step up our blue production, though. Because we're obviously not producing enough. In fact, I wonder if this should just be making blue from now on as well. Because we're getting plenty of green from this, so we probably should just make blue here. Although, that means we have all this yellow that we're not going to be using anymore. Well, 3 of them up there. Right, we still need those. We can still use these. Do we want to no longer convert yellow into... The other option is to try to greatly shorten these somehow, and really crank through the blue, and maybe that's what we could work on instead. Is shortening these into much tighter loops somehow. The way to do that might be to do something similar to what I've done with the energy collection here. Let's mock something up here. Just do 2 of these, and that can be repeated. If I bring in X amount of uh-oh. What happened? Oh no, we have old guy problems now. We need to fix this. Nope. We need to fix this while we're paused. We have old guy problems. Let's do a spider here. Walker, welcome in. Do this. Do this. And assemble pod worker 1. This should be okay, I think. We lost a couple because of that. You have 3 of those on your flower patch to cope with that number of old guys? Yeah, I think we're going to have another 1 or 2 here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The cost is negligible. I mean, it's 10, 10, and 20, but really, like, that's nothing. So, and it costs the same amount of pods, no matter what, because you're only using the pods anyway to do that. So, problem is I'm a little snug here. Let's do... I have to move these up, but I want to get these guys flushed out of here first. But are the trophy ones able to die, or are they immortal and just unable to work? They die. There's a dead one right there. They die. Go like this. Oh, I messed that up. Right. They die if they can't recharge. They have like a 2-minute lifespan once they lose their light bulb. Hey, Jonathan. Sorry I missed you. Let's go with this idea a couple of times. I'm going to clean this up a bit, but I want to get these guys flushed out of here first. Yeah, they got like 2 minutes of dead time with the light bulb still on. and then 2 minutes when the light bulb goes out. Like this one here is on. It would have turned like this one here maybe. Now it's only got 17 seconds. If we can see one that immediately goes gray, then I can show you that. 6 seconds. But yeah, they've got a couple minutes and then a couple more minutes. Okay, let's pause here. Remove these lines. Put this one out there someplace. Let's shift these up by 1 or 2 pixels, I think. Whatever you want to call them. Grid lines, grid marks. And then this can come in here and go that. I don't need to go that far, do I? No. Be okay. Just going up by 1. Saltine dots, yes. Back down a bit. You can snap onto that, I hope, properly. This can go in there, but I'm going to do it like this. And this one here can go down that way somewhere. And into there. Longer queue up line before the splitter? Because of this one? Yeah, maybe. If I do that, then what I want to do is this. Maybe like this. Kinda even between these two. I could probably move it over by 1 more and make it even. Not that that really matters much. And then a longer one here, but that's okay. And then a longer bit here. That way we have a little bit of a line for each one. That's probably better. And then I need to do this again. And I need to watch this to make sure they actually snap into they actually snapped into that correctly. Come on, deadheads, let's go. Oh, good, that one worked. Okay, good. Here comes the third one. I don't know that I really need 3, but it's only a handful of materials. It's not worth stressing out over. So, there. But this is a problem we need to work on eventually too. We could handle a lot more down here if we had this going to multiple stockpiles. The grid is so clean, yes. I'd like to maybe partition this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. Maybe if I did this as 3 sets of 2, and they each went to, like, each pair went to a stockpile. That might work out okay. This way you're split into 4, yeah. I'm thinking either, because right now it's 2, I'm thinking we go out to at least... I think we go out to 6 loops instead at that point. They're getting a little gummed up in there, but it's actually not too bad. They space themselves out, so it's kind of something worth watching. See how they get, gummed up in there. You think you lost quite a few flowers in your reshuffle? That's a bummer. And technically this side is a little bit shorter than that side, but what I should have done was made this maybe a little bit higher up here, like not had like this group of tiles, and instead had some down here, but it's okay too. Actually, yeah, that would have been the ideal thing, is to have a grow here, because then I could have snapped each end of the line into the grid. Yeah, I think 3 is too many for the number of ants we've got here, but that's okay. Let's have it. Alright, so we definitely need to boost our blue energy production. So, how to do that? If I have this a fixed set of ants in whatever loop it is, and they have their own charging, like these ones do, then I think I can just do something much, much simpler, where they, as long as you have more ants in total on your loops, you have at least 10 in each, some with 16. Yeah, I think I have 20 total, something like that, 24 total. So, yeah. If I did dispenser like this, and I did that, they need what, 2 energy? Yeah, 2 to fuse, and then they kind of just circled around here. I could have a counter gate here. Oh yes, I get it. Yes, thank you. I didn't send out any guidance this time. I have a counter gate here looking for 1 ant in that loop. And then they come out of the loop to drop it into the storage, or do I just have them stay in the loop and have multiple storages? That's the question. Or in your session with rechargeable ants, you could have production sections on a private recharge station of rechargeable ants as little risk of death as possible. Slingers! Yes. Thank you, Graspin. I knew you'd come up with a good idea. Yes, that's kind of the idea here, and that's what I have here. That's basically what this is down here, is they're on a private loop. It is linked to the main bus, but generally speaking, they don't come back. No more come in here because we have a saturation point. But that's what this is. They privately recharge themselves. Slingers. Yes. Okay. That is the solution. So we go here and we do a slinger that is put in right here. The only time ant... No, I actually don't want it there. I actually would want it over here instead. So this would be that. This... Nope, nope, nope. This would be that. This would be that. We do it old here. And that sends them out to a recharging station. And then they come back in and they get siphoned into however many of these we actually need them into. That would work out great. And then I just have to manually feed a set of ants into here, and then that would work out great too. So the old gate would look something like separate line. Maybe I pull it off at a diagonal so that I can see it, and then that just goes this way, and then the new gates come back. The news come in here. We have the thing set up on this end, and I think that would work. I guess I would need a carry gate here. Is there a way to limit? No, there isn't. Well, kind of, but no. I can just have a stockpile where they can drop off things before they recharge. Cast gate is using a pod worker. Old gate if not. Oh, that's true. Cast gate, so they go to the... They don't leave until they're totally low. Yep. Like what we did, wherever we did that. Yep. Cast gate. It's better. That goes there, and this would just be the deadheads. And then that can go onto an old circuit like this. Comes down to a thing on the end where we're doing recharging. Just before the recharging station, we have a stockpile to dump any leftover well, greens or blues. We could have 2 stockpiles. Just in case. And then we can figure out how to use those best. But I don't think I want to run it this way. I think I want to run it this way. For reasons. So let's move this. And we're going to put the recharging station down on the end over here. So maybe we start with that part. So we do a... Nope, that was the right thing. Do one of these. Use smart dispensers on the energy colliders. They're expensive, and I don't think I need them. Because we're going to be colliding greens exclusively from this. I don't think I need them. I am going to have these guys... Oh, that filled up fast. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Means we need to convert more yellow into green then, too. I want to have the dispenser from here going into this one. You drop off into a slinger right away. We loop back around. Slinger. Counter gate goes in here. Coming from this. The cast gate here goes out this way, looking for deadheads, and goes like this, back here, and into there. We'll do a pair of stockpiles here. To drop anything off, we'll do 1 green, 1 blue. Actually, if I move this thing over by 1 more, you know what, just do that. This, that. These can get tucked into here. Be a little bit better. Can't freaking see though. There, and that. This, that. Doesn't matter which order these are in, because they're fixed anyway. We'll set that target in a little bit. This has got to be fused to that. This comes out and goes down to there. We'll actually also have... we'll have to feed them in manually, or not, otherwise. And then, however many times this repeats, across this way, and then we'll have a loop back. coming into here like that. And we'll cascade out here too. Deadheads. No, not Old Gate. Okay, now I just gotta repeat this a bazillion times. Remove all of this stuff. Move this over here. We don't actually need any room here. I don't think. You go here. You go there, and there, there, and there. This is the deadhead. You move up here. And now the only other question is, how far do these sling? Pretty far. Pretty far. With a large stockpile on this. I'll put it like here. And assign them to that. I may end up shifting that left or right, depending on how these pan out. You're already set for that, you're set for that. This would continue on down and then get closed. I think I can add a couple of drones in here. Let's see, you. Not that good. Or even worse. There we go. Or not drones, but workers. That's the large powerful blues. Oh yeah, good point. Yep. And now the only thing else I need to do, good enough too, is figure out how I want to dispose of the greens in this as some sort of priority over the other greens that they're using. And the way to do that easily might be to simply put a specific dispenser here in this loop before this smart dispenser that's linked directly to this one. And we can just stuff it in her face, or we could do it down here with the same, with these guys too. It doesn't really matter. We just need to stuff it into one of these things. But I think the queen is better, simply because, yeah, okay. Simply because she's always on, and the scientists aren't necessarily always on. So if I do that, that's not good. Oop, stay back there. There we go. That way, if she's always on, so we use the greens that are in there all the time, and I could do the same thing actually for this blue on the other side here, where they're getting from this one. If I can figure out how to wedge that in there properly. Okay. And right now you're taking from this blue, but we're going to switch it over to that one eventually. Once we take this down, but I want to get this thing online first. Get the two of them in here to see what it looks like as it starts up. This is a problem, because they're not dropping their gear anywhere. They're gonna die here. One already did, because it had its hands full. Well, I can do this temporarily. It'll help temporarily. But I need to have a thing, say maybe right here. Where they can drop yellow pods in. They get that far with them. No, oh, there's a carry gate here. They'll never get there. Yeah, a couple of them had died. This one's gonna die. Shortcut. That one died. Dang it. You already got a... Oh, you're gonna make it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Get up in there. Don't die. Oh, come on. You were in there. Jerk. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out, but at least I protected of her right now. Oh, I never linked to these. Dang it. You go to there, please. Use more energy, yes. I can do that somewhat if I put more beacons down. That would be kind of good. Where the heck are the beacons at? Transport? Yeah. There. Although they do cost whatever it is they cost. And light bulbs. Link to the slingers. I think I did. I'll pause just in case. I put one there. How to put it there. Been in some light bulbs, though. This should use a little bit more energy. I think I'm feeding in... I'm feeding green in there. We need to use more yellow, making more green. I did link those, yep. Alright. Yeah, we already yoinked 2 of them in there. Good. Good. Okay, so I just need to repeat this ad infinitum. But we need to deal with this energy issue down here first. So what to do about that? Besides using more. What are all these ones dying here for? I might need more of these, but the problem is I've built myself into a corner here. Suppose I could rebuild this somewhere else. You're waiting for a little guy to come across. What I should really have is one spot for all the little guys to get used. Whether it's once they retire, so that I can make the choice whether they go into this to be mining more iron, they go into this to be mining more rubble, they go into this to be upgraded to irons, or they go into this to be upgraded to light bulbs. I really don't have that. Let's relink this one. Thank you. there. You're just linked to that, which is fine. We're going to take that down anyway. In fact, I'm probably going to take it down now. This, you know what I'm going to do for this? I'm going to do something that is only a temporary solution. And we're going to take these and put them over here. So I want to disconnect this line. Temporary solutions are the best. Let's see. You have 1, you have 2, and you're collecting up. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one from here and put you back out there. That. This actually doesn't matter if they have 1 or 2. It really doesn't, because move this one over here. That can take another one of you. That was good enough. Really, I'll probably have like n+1 or maybe n+2 in here. That should be a good number, I think. Take you out. I'm going to knock this down to just 2 of them. Oh, I'm sorry. I did a little too much, a little too zealous there. Take this down to just 2 of them to let them kind of age out here. Blue pods are, well, they're stockpiling here because this one's not linked anymore. So, they're not stockpiling. It's not smart, it's just irregular. Yeah, not stockpiling. Alright, you can have another friend. How are you? Okay, good. Let's actually get the +1 in here now. No, I'm not going to do the +1 yet. Wait till the end to do the +1. Two workers in here still. This one's going to age out. Hopefully it'll get out of there fast enough. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start with. But I can expand it even further. Oh, I didn't put a slinger on there. crap. Idiot. You idiot. You get one and you get one. Yeah, you're slung and you can sling. Sorry, my friend. Good thing you weren't there very long. Who's in there? And I'm also afraid of doing this cast gate and not setting the cast properly, having them die because of it. I'm gonna age you out myself here, sort of. Just forcing you off the line. Because I could have used that. That's alright. We've all forgotten to set the cast gate. Let's see, big R. And then a little R again. R. This, I mean, it's more stuff. I'm spending more resources, but meh. It's probably a good spot right there for the 6th one, so that's good. You get one. You get one. And you get to go there. How many do I have here? I am short by 2. Plus the extra one, probably. How about you? Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Zoom in. How about you? Yeah, that's not bad. You? That'll be the +1. That way, when one's getting repaired, in theory at least, we'll have one to take their spot. Otherwise, you'd just be chilling. Just about to 500. Oh, I had one die there. Oh, they were probably carrying energy. Because these hadn't popped. Maybe a couple die there, but yeah, not good. So what I'd like to do is the same kind of thing for converting yellow into green. Underneath here, but I want to get rid of this friggin' iron here first, so I want these guys to get done with their mining jobs. We have quite a few ants in there, which isn't what I intended. I guess they were all jammed in there at once. They're pulling those off the old line, though, at least. That's good. Yeah, I could make more trails to mine. It's true. This... There-ish. Nope, not there-ish. Find a spot to point you at. That's the problem with the grid. Because now I'm kind of screwed. What if this goes like that? Oh, press control to stay off the grid? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Let's do this. That's 5, and I think I have 6 in there, so that's probably okay. Especially because one of them just aged out, and I think the next one's going to do the same. Yoom! Look at them zooming now. They're just hauling ass. I have no iron. I have no iron. I've been using it. Maybe I do need more than 4 smelters here. Or I need more on the loop. You know what? Let's step this up a bit. Because there's a lot of walking going on. So we can put them in more use. That's if it's 80, that's if it's 120. Actually, what I could do here is another one. That's not right. Sorry. We lost. Stockpile gate first. And that counter. Eight. If this has less than 40. Right? 120, 80, 40. Yeah. So if we really are out, then I get 8 of them in here and they're backed up and ready to go. I like that idea. Okay, so you're taking from recycling first. And then from Carrie's second, which I don't think we're doing anymore. Or maybe we are. Actually, we are from jungle. And then from mining third, which is good. Let's step this counter up a bit. That way we bring them in until there are at least 4 miners. And then we stop making new miners. So we can get rid of this lump of stuff here, but it looks like we need to prep the next one too. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Make another assembler here. Those are made with what? This. Oh yeah, bolts. Okay. Here. And I'll pull off of this here. No, I gotta pull off of this here. Okay, let's do this and do that. Okay, new stockpile over here. Stockpile gate go here. And then a counter gate. And then the yes/no gate. And then we do this. Actually, I'm going to do this to make it as short as possible. Those will get made, and we also need to measure the loop that we don't have built yet. Let's see. I want to take out... Okay. All right. Take out that one first. Oops, one more. Can't count. Alright. Can I sneak a line through here? Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. You'll go that way somehow. This will come out to here. That. You can go over here. Do that. And then you'll go... Carry gate. Not carrying. And then you'll go old. And you go down to that one. That's the outbound gate. Let's see. If you are carrying, you can go there. You are not carrying, you can go there, but not old. And if you are new, you can just go right in there. Should be fine. Okay. This I don't want to link yet because I don't want to activate this yet. Don't think. I do. Yeah, still not making enough blues. This just ended, so yes, I do. Okay, so you all break this. Get back on the line. If I can get you all, let's see, 2 of them, I guess. The rest of them are old. If I can get you all down here. Shit. Alright, well. How much time did you have left in your life anyway? Minute 22? Minute 08? Yeah, that's fine. Follow that one. Go like this, and then like this, and then into there. This will be iron scrap, of course. This can get broken down, of course. I'm just going to shift this over to... Actually, I'm going to shift it over to here. That way it gets used first. And it doesn't counteract this measurement here. Okay, here you are. Oh, that one aged out already. Well, that didn't take long. You're going to age out too then, aren't you? You just did. Alright, well, then just go onto the line. Oh well. This here, assigned to that one, less than 120. And I want a couple here. 2, 3. Yeah. Haven't connected the minor loop? Oh, the measurement loop. Yep. Shit. Off grid and into there. We have a lot in here. I may end up having to send them. I actually am going to send them. A couple of them out. Go make some irons. Although there's a problem there too, so best.
Nerd alert!
Batman, welcome in. I'll do a nerd alert in just a minute. Ten seconds each. Okay, that just capped out. Send one of you over here too. Yeah, irons are full up. But I think it's full up. Today's nerd shirt is the Stark family logo. Winter is coming. Welcome in. Yeah, it'll balance itself out eventually. It's a sweet spot. And I do want more than 6 in here, because I want them to have a little bit of playroom. So we're in a good spot right there. I think I'll go up to 4 on this measurement, though. And that just finished up, too, so we're good there. We broke 500, so we can do our upgrade whenever we feel like. I'm going to want to do the same kind of build here for the... Oh, wow. We're using the green now. Oh, yeah, we're using the green now. Remember all that stuff we had? Yeah, not so much anymore. Do I need more collectors here? I think I do. Yeah, I need more collectors here. 260, yes. Thank you. But we radically increased our consumption, so that makes sense. Let's step this up to 8. Oh, wow, we have 8 there. Oh. Okay. There we go. Give me some more. I think I'm going to re-link this one to this one. Just because I'm making sure that's always full there. And I'm using this to export, but the other one's not. Or the north. Okay. That may help too. We'll see. More 3 members. Well, now we definitely need to do this rebuild. In the same exact... Like, if I could do a blueprint copy right now, that would be superb. Yeah, look at that. This one was in recycling, and this one was out. Although, since we tore through all of that, yeah. It would be low. I could just copy this, make the changes to the configs, of everything, and then splat, we win. But sadly, I cannot. Okay, let's take a look at that new technology though. Tier 2 inventor ants. Made in a combiner. And the next thing here is make a tier 2 inventor ant, feed it energy, and gain its inventor points. Inventor ant 2, yeah, well, you already threatened me about what they're made out of, so that's not going to be great, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Tier 2 inventor is an inventor and a fancy. And what was the fancy again? Not made here. Fancy workers, an iron worker, and an LED. So we need to start flying LEDs over. We need to add another stockpile then to this loop. What are you used for? Green energy, copper, light bulbs. We need to add another stockpile to this loop to bring the LEDs over. We have some here, but yeah, we could catapult them, I guess. I don't really have stuff close enough, I don't think, though, to catapult. Like, I don't know if I want to build it way the crap over here. Oh yeah, I guess it is. I don't want to make them have to walk, well, I would have an ant doing the transfer, I guess, but I don't want to necessarily have a long way for the ant doing the transfer to have to go, so I'd have to go a little bit closer than that, so it would have to be up here. Yeah, I could do catapults instead. That might be better. In which case, I could catapult the copper, although I still need to bring the larva over here, and that's going to be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. So maybe we leave the larva and the... Wait, I'm not even bringing copper over. No, I'm not. Not anymore. Alright. But the light bulbs. I should catapult the energy too, honestly. Maybe I put the copper back on, take the energy off, and do catapults for energy and LEDs. That might work. And what I could do for those is, let's see, we have LEDs down here now? Sort of. Yeah, sort of. We have 30 of them, which is how many I told them to make, so that's good. We could do something like this, where... More reliable? Yeah, for sure. And getting rid of the drones, because the drones are a dead end, so getting rid of the drones isn't a bad idea either. So if you go in here, which would be a stockpile gate, like this, measuring the stockpile that's over there, the destination site. You go in there, come back out again. So they take the item, they launch the item, they come back out. And then they continue on to the next one. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Then they go into the next one. So they go up another spot here. And then we do the stockpile gate again. And they do a dispenser for energy. Here. And they do a catapult. Here. Actually, this could be a little bit smaller even. There. Here. Actually, yeah, that's probably better anyway. because I saw you linking to things you shouldn't have been linking to. And then you come out and you go back and around a loop, like this. Large quantity items can have dedicated. Yeah, the energy is not big enough, and the LEDs aren't going to be a large enough quantity. We're just not collecting enough energy here yet. We'll see, but not yet. I could do a dedicated recharge station up here again. I don't think it's necessary for this, though. It's not that far. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that whatever. So we'll just do a carry gate here. Not a... not going to do a stockpile gate. Just do a carry gate. Or sorry, counter gate, rather. Not a carry gate, a counter gate. There. Then we go up here into that. Although I don't necessarily want you to do that yet. Back out of that. Use an old gate rather than the cascade to give them more time to get back and recharge. Yep. Yep. That'll come out right here. Old gate. They shouldn't be carrying because they will stop at the catapult, so they shouldn't be carrying anything. And then we do the other pathway. Yep. Back down. And I'm gonna go this. Reasons. Let me take that out for right now. Because I don't have destination things set up or anything. Let's see. LEDs. F. Wait, down here. And then I also need an energy stockpile. Which I just need to build new because reasons for right now. Green energy. Okay. And you are LEDs. Going to LEDs. You are green energy. Green energy. And you are stockpile gate measuring this one. Less than 30. And you are stockpile gate measuring this one. Less than 30. And then we can put that counter gate back in. And I just want one up there. And that should measure the whole loop, right? Yep. Perfect. Oh, wait. That should be a bypass. That should be a bypass. If that stockpile's full, then you continue on this way and try that one. If that one's full, then you loop. Ad infinitum. Don't have any energy for you to chuck, but that's fine. I want to disable this for right now. So I think the easiest way to do that is disable or just delete this thing here. Yeah, I've got to clean that up. Atrocious. Yeah, see, the fruit's gone again on these, and it'll have to come back. Where'd that one spawn? Up here this time? Still just one, and just one on those other ones too, so, yeah, it's kind of annoying. And they seem like they take a decent time to regrow it after they've lost it. That's not good either. Oh, jeez. Remember my temporary solution? Alright, I'm going to rebuild this, but I'm going to rebuild it by stopping it. And letting them get out of it, and then starting it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 6 of these as well. You could move maybe over just a bit. That. Good. And let's do more of these damn things. Production. These. There-ish. That should be fine. Well, yeah, that should be fine. Actually, can I go even closer? Good. Is that better? Need 2 of them anyway. Mirrors for the stockpiles are in between. I could. Oh, what are we out of? Iron. Uh-oh. That's not good either. Oh dear, that's not good. That's a pile of death ready to happen. I don't really know. Do I want them using the same loop? I don't think I want them using the same loop. I think I want separate ants, separate business. Maybe. But I could mirror it. That's going to be a lovely room of death there. Because we have no iron. Aren't you linked to? Uh-oh. Somebody forgot to do this. Oh dear. All pod workers. That's true. The only issue is the stockpiles are going to be in the way unless I make the loop, unless I widen the loop, which I could do. All right, you twisted my arm. Do that. Do this. Do this. And then I have a large stockpile for green energy in here. Also. These catapults. Ooh. Yeah. If I put the green one near this end, I can just move that sucker over there and that'll be good. Yeah, okay. You go up here someplace. We gotta set this up right. Actually move this now. There. All 4 of them are connected still. Yeah. Like it. Like, no, they didn't get built. We have a dispenser dispensing yellow, which will be coming from here. We have a slinger. Slinging yellow. You're missing iron as well. Move that up by 1 just for reasons. Or slinging green, rather. I'll have to link that up. You're going to make green. You're going to make green when you're ready. Take that out because this isn't ready yet. That one's not ready yet. Okay, let's let the iron get made. There's going to be a whole lot of death going on here. There's not really anything else I have available to do with them. Besides making iron or making miners, and that... suppose I could turn some of them into miners. That one's not going to make it. That one's not going to make it. That one's not going to make it. I'm seeing a theme here. But if I turn them into miners, then they're going to use the bolts, which are going to mean that they're going to take iron. But that would be better than losing them, I guess. Let's see. You, I think, is the first one that I can save. Get over there. A lot of them died, too. That one's going to die. This one might make it. That one might make it. That one will make it. You know what? I need the iron for not having those die more than I need to do this right now. I can use the ones I have. Let's get these done. Reduce the overall amount of death. Although we did just have plenty. Alright, how many are left in here? None. Good. Let's, big R this. Don't need this green stockpile anymore. That dispenser could get moved into one of these spots, I suppose. May not be the right spot, but it's a spot. This can go here. This can go here. This can go here. I see them slinger, or the catapults catapulting. That needs to go by 1 then. This one can go over. Do the free stuff now. Then when we have a decent amount of iron saved up, we can do more. How much iron do I have? 18. Yeah, let's let them work for a little bit. Holy crap. All these little guys. What if I did something stupid here? Stupid is as stupid does. Might need more, but I'm afraid of. Where did you die from? There. Alright, well. Okay. Alma said these were my magic shoes. This loop doesn't actually do anything anymore. They take me anywhere. Yeah, maybe gaining slightly. And that's with 8 workers on the smelting jobs right now. So yeah, I might need more smelters. Here in the line. And a lot more ants in there then. Oh yeah, I knew that. I'm just an idiot. We should be getting some smalls in here now. But of course, they're all lined up over here. I wonder if I do that. That might be better. Because that measures the ones that are in line for upgrading, as well as the ones that are already there, which means I won't get as much surplus in here. And this should probably actually go out to there, not to here. So as to measure that part there, as well as... Where did you come from? Why you not go in there? Money? Oh, that's why. Yeah, they're gonna be... Oh, we're out of energy in... that. Why don't you switch to yellow for a while? Please. And I think I disabled the smarts on this one. I did. Wait, did I? I did. Switch to yellow so you can indeed maintain for a while here. You know, studio didn't believe in the running sequence and had them cut it from production. Both the director and Tom Hanks paid for the sequence. Yeah, well, that's people being dumb for you. Ooh, we're going up a bit. That's good. These guys are all lined up because I have 32 on the bus right now. Clearly can't handle that. Yeah, we're going up. So I'm going to do a couple of slingers here. Here. The director was, what's his name? Opie, wasn't he? Green, yes. Green. There. Then we do, this one. And that one. I really missed that dot that time. Do that. Add a couple more, view onto this line. Yeah? Yeah, you get there. One there. I do need to put more of these in service. Oh, Zemeckis was. Oh, I thought it was, why can't I think of his name right now? Either way, Zemeckis was good too. Oh dear Lord, what happened? Oh, I forgot to do a old gate off of this. Back over here. How did that not get broken before? There were dead ants here. Dead ant. 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 You go... yeah, that's fine. You go there. That might be better. Trying to find a good looking solution for this. Okay, I can do a couple more lingers now because we're definitely increasing our supply of stuff. Let's see. You iron. That is the stuff. And you. I don't have an old gate here. Oh no, you dummy. Or an old exit, I should say. Cast gate. Is that the default to this? Be smart. There. Nope, not that. There. Haha, good call. And then we do this. This. Like that. And I need at least 2 more ants now. And yeah, we definitely needed to do some upgrade conversions for these also. As I get some. How about you? Well, you're not great, but you'll do for now. That's what she said. Yeah. I definitely need more pods, less irons. So upgrading some of the little guys into pods would be very useful at this point. Why do you not go in there? Did I not do this right? I didn't do this right. Oopsie. You should be small workers. I'm back. Let's go in there. Weird. Okay, there we go. And now they're turning around because there's one in there waiting in the queue. And because I don't want too many in there, so that's okay. I'm still what? Probably too short. I should watch for the 2 of you that I see here coming out and just snag you right away. You. There. Still just Wally. Yes. Just Wally. Okay. So we'll build a couple more of these at least. Probably more like several more. Iron's doing really well. So we should be downsizing a little bit on our iron workers, and we are. We now have a mere 5 in there instead of 8 we had before. So that'll be a good way to balance that. The more iron we need, the more workers we have kind of thing. I think I like that idea. But for now, we're going to leave this here. for tonight. We will be back again on Thursday with some more. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we can comfortably work on the tier 2 inventor ants without insanity happening. These take an inventor and a fancy, and the fancies were an iron and an LED. So yeah, we'll have to work on that project a bit, but we should be fine because we have plenty of irons. So we're just gonna have to do that. Probably should start a new area for them. No fancy ants. I gotta make them right there. Gotta make them. We'll get there. But for now, I have to also figure out how I want to handle making the fancy ants. Do I want to make them for the bus, or do I want to make them for something else? But yeah, for now we're gonna raid on out. Let's raid our friend Mr. Taco. He's playing Oxygen Not Included. So we'll go from ants to pawns, or no, they're not pawns. What do they call them? Dupes. That's what they call them. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out, chatting and redeeming, and all the things. And let's see here. We also have a YouTube channel that you'll want to check out if you're not already there. And yep, dupes. And a Discord that you want to come and join us, hang out, chat, talk about games, technology, share memes, and come to game night on Friday nights as well. But otherwise, for now, we will head out, and we'll be back in on Thursday with some more of this, and then Saturday as well. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.